Good day, learners. Today we are going to study about ratio and proportion. Now, this problem is usually given in paper 41 of extended. And this portion here can be given in core also. Now, here we have two kinds of problem. So, there are only two kinds of problems here. So, here, for problem number 1, this is our May June 2018 paper 41 number 1. This one, in which we have the total amount here. It is given, and then the ratio of the girls that are going to share that $680. That's our first problem, and usually it's the first one. It's the easier one. The second one, this one is not in your paper. Another problem, so we can have another variation of our ratio and proportion, in which the share of one of the girls there is given already, and we don't have the total amount. Of course, the ratio is still 974, and we need to find the share of the other two girls, Barbara and Colette. So let's have this one first. So when we have a ratio, we have three ratios here. So we are going to add the ratio here. So 9 plus 7, 16 plus 4 is 20. That is the sum of the ratio. The 9 is for Adele, 7 is for Barbara, 4 is for Colette. Okay. And that $680 is the total amount that will be divided to the three girls here. So we have Adele's share equals Barbara's share and Colette's share. For Adele's share, we have Adele's here 9, and then we divide it by 20, the total or the sum of the ratio 20, and then we multiply it by the total amount, which is $680. So it's very easy. It's better if we can divide 680 and 20, so we have 34. So for Barbara and Colette, we just multiply that 34 by their share or their ratio. So here, so we have 9 times 34 will give us $306. That's the share of Adele. Or you can multiply 9 times 680 equals divided by 20, and it will give you the same answer, $306. For Barbara here, so this one is for Barbara, the 7. So that is 7 over the sum of the ratio times the total again, which is 680. So if you have already the 34 there, you know it's 34 also. You just multiply 7 times 34 is equal to $238. And for Colette's share, we have here, Colette is 4. So Colette is 4 out of 20 times the total, which is 680. So this one is also, if you divide this one first, you have 34, and 4 times 34 give you $136. Okay. How will you check if your answers are correct? You just add 306 plus 238 plus 136, and it must give you $680. Now, in your problem, in your exams, or in your past paper, you don't need to add that one to check. But make sure your multiplication here is correct. Okay, that is only for checking if you have time. Now, what about if you have this problem? Adele's share is given $810. Now, the ratio is the same, 9, 7, and 4. And then we are going to find the share of Barbara and Colette. So here, we follow the same format. We have Adele's share here. Why not we put Adele's share here, there, on the other side. And 9/20 is here, times the total amount. So we have 9/20, this is Adele, times, we do not know the amount. We do not know the total amount. So we have here the amount is equal to Adele's share. How much is Adele's share? It's $810. So we have here 810. So to get the total amount first, we cross multiply 20 multiplied to 810 divided by 9. So our total amount, because we need to find first the total amount before we can solve for the share of Barbara and Colette. So the total amount here will be 810 times this 20 here, which is the sum of the ratio, over 9. And the total amount here, if we are going to solve, is it's $1,800. After finding the total amount, which is $1,800, we can find now the share of Barbara. So for Barbara here, Barbara's share, that would be equal to, Barbara is 7. We have 7 out of 20 times the total amount now, which is 1,800. And if you are going to multiply that one, of course 20, you can divide this one and this one. This will give you 90. So it's easy now. 7 times 90 is $630. Okay, for Colette, so for Colette's share, be 4 out of the sum of the ratio is 20 times that 1,800 here. So this one is cancelled. It's 90, and 4 times 90, it will give us $360. And that is how to compute the ratio and proportion in two types, the first type and the second type. Number 1C. So we have Adele changes her $306 into euros when the exchange rate is 1 euro is $1.125. So this is also a ratio and proportion, and we have another solution for that, which is conversion of units. So let's have the first one. So for this, so let's have the euro here, and then over the dollar, euro dollar equals, if you have the euro here, this one is equals ratio and proportion. If you have euro here, you must put euro here also. The dollar is here, so we have the dollar here. And then we write the exchange rate, this one, the conversion factor. This one will have the 1 euro. The dollar will have the 1.125. The given will be here on the left, in which we have the $306. We put that one here down with 306, and the euro is the one that is going to be solved. Okay. Now by cross multiplication, we just multiply 306 to 1, and we have the euro now, which is x is equal to, this one is 1 times 306 is 306, over 1.125. So our answer here, we just divide 306 by 1.125, and we have our euros 272. So that is our answer if we are going to convert our dollars into euros. The other one is conversion of unit. So how do we do that one? So for conversion of unit, we first write the 306. We have 306, and this one is in dollars. We put the fractional bar here and put 1 here so that we can see that the dollar is above the fractional bar. We don't want the dollars, we want it to be in euros. Therefore, we multiply it. This is not equals, times. We multiply it by, how do we cancel the dollars? Where do we put the dollar sign? We put the dollar sign here, so we can cancel that one here. And then dollar into euros here. Now we put the conversion here, that 1 and 1.125. The 1.125 goes with the dollar, 1.125 here, and then that euro is 1. And then we just multiply. So what remains is the unit of euros. So we have 306 times 1 is 306, divided by 1 times 1.125, and it will give us the same answer. Euro is 272. So you can choose. Do you want to use this method, ratio and proportion, or do you want to use the conversion of units? So it's up to you. You have two choices here. Okay, letter D. Barbara spends a total of $17.56 on 5 kilograms of apples and 3 kilograms of bananas. Apple costs $2.69 per kilogram. Calculate the cost per kilogram of bananas. So we have here, first we have the apple, 5 kilogram. So we are going to write 5 kilogram here. And how much is the cost of 5 kilogram if an apple costs $2.69 per kilogram? So it's like conversion here. You multiply this by this 2.69. They have the dollar here. $2.69 per kilogram. That one. Per means fractional bar. So we can see here that we can cancel the kilogram and the kilogram here. So our unit now is in dollars. This one is for apple. Now for the banana, we have 3 kilograms of bananas here, but we do not know the amount, the cost per kilogram of bananas. So we represent that one by X because we do not know. If we are going to add here the cost here of the apple plus the cost of banana, we will get a total of $17.56. So this is an equation. Now we solve 5 times 2.69. So this one is 13.45 plus 3 times x is 3x is equal to 17.56. So this one is linear equation, so we solve for x. Transpose this one there. So we have 3x is equal to 17.56. Then minus the 13.45. 13.45. And so we have 3x here is equal, and let's subtract this one, and we have 4.11 here, divide by 3, divide by 3. Okay, so our x here, if you divide this by 3, $1.37 per kilogram. And this is the cost per kilogram of bananas. Okay, letter E. We have Colette spends half of her share on clothes and 1/5 of her share on books. Calculate the amount she has left. Colette's share is $136. So we have half of our share. So let's have the clothes. Colette clothes is half of 136. So 1/2 of 136. So this one is $68. So she spent $68 for her clothes. And for books, she spent 1/5. So she spent 1/5 of 136 here. So for books, 136 divided by 5. So we have $27.20. Okay. So let us compute the total amount that she has spent. So we have dollar here. If we are going to add that one, we'll get $95.20. Calculate the amount she has left. So we are going to subtract this one from her money or her share, which is $136. So we have here 136 minus that 95.20. So what left to our money is only $40.80.